somebody wants to cut me a check, I would love to make Sister Sugar Walls, you know, from the man who made Dogma and Red State, another look at religion.
4:30 movie. That's what we're here to talk about. And it's such a great film. I've seen it twice already.
Oh, hey, right on, man.
Yeah, man. I have a blast with it. Like it feels very much like one of your movies. And also it feels like it came right out of like 1986. Like it's just so fun. And the thing that I most want to ask about is Sam Richardson as Major Murder. Like, fantastic. I know he's a big wrestling fan.
Yes.
And so I was curious, like when he's cutting that promo, did he riff? Did you kind of let him go? Is he reciting exactly what you wrote? How did that go?
He did what I had on the page, and then he went wherever he wanted with it. We got so lucky. Like I had met at the Dallas, Fan Expo, the Comic-Con. I met Paul Walter Hauser, and we hit it off, and we started texting and stuff. And he had told me, he was like, you know who loves your stuff is Sam Richardson. I was like, I love Sam. That's Richard Splett from Veep, man. And plus he's in Detroiters and he's in Tim's show. So I was like, I love that guy. He put us in touch. And so originally, like I was going to have Sam do Major Murder and Paul do the promo guy.
Okay.
Paul was overseas shooting a flick, or I guess it was maybe not overseas, down South America. Okay. And so I reached out to Ralph instead. But Sam was like, I love wrestling, dude. I could knock this out of the park. Naturally, when you see it as a character as Major Murder, I wrote first draft was for Sergeant Slaughter, because Sergeant Slaughter, I see him at cons all the time. And also he had a house or a condo in our hometown when we were kids.
Okay.
Like, we all knew where Sergeant Slaughter lived. So I saw him at a con. And I said, hey, man, I wrote a big part for you. Like where you give the character like the advice he needs to go forward. It's kind of like the Stan Lee part in Mallrats. And he, to be fair, he was so sweet. He was like, I'm not an actor. He's like, I'm a wrestler. So if you need me to do speeches, I don't think I'm your guy. So then I altered the role and kind of wrote it for Major Murder instead. Sam came in and absolutely crushed it, man. He was so wonderful.
Oh yeah, I love him so much, and I love that the movie is kind of like you kind of got to do your own little grindhouse thing here, where you've got all these little mini movies inside of it. And I was curious, like, is there any one of those like little snippets that you got to do that you would want to actually make a whole movie out of?
100%, man. If somebody wants to cut me a check, I would love to make Sister Sugar Walls, you know, from the man who made Dogma and Red State, another look at religion.
I'm also wondering if there's like a full cut of Astro Blaster out there somewhere. Like, is there like a version where it's like the whole movie is complete?
If only. We had like about an hour to shoot on the green screen. So I was like, boys, just get out there and riff. That's going to be as much as the movie as we ever see. But Bear McCreary and his brother Brendan, on the other hand, they went just ham and created a whole Astro Blaster theme song that sounds like Queen Flash Gordon, man. It's so good. That was the first piece of music that Bear handed me. He's like, we did a whole Astro Blaster song. And I was like, I didn't ask for that, but thank you.
Kev, listen, I think my time's about up. 4:30 movie. It's available October 1st. People can watch it. I just want to tell you, man, it's crazy. About 18 years ago, almost to the day, my wife and I were on our honeymoon in Chicago. We bumped into you on the street. I think you were doing press for Clerks 2 at the time. You couldn't have been nicer. And my wife made a joke about you said something about congratulations, good luck. And she was like, well, if it doesn't work out, we can always get it annulled. And it made you laugh. And she has never let me live down the fact that she made you laugh and I didn't. And even right now, you're laughing because of what she did. So I still lose.
You're the storyteller. You're the storyteller.
Look, we made it. We didn't get it annulled. We're still here.
That rocks, man. That's wild. It's crazy. Like, this is one of the only times in my life where somebody's like, we met at one of those, like, hey man, in public. And like, it rocks to know that, like, in my world, I never see any of those people again. Here I am seeing them again. That rocks.
Yeah, it's crazy. But listen, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, sir.